going
that was
to. Yes,
after
you
our
did.
finished,
Yes,
actually.
you did. I did not finish. Bro,
Okay,
no.
so there's an
If you
impasse
stop
of
talking,
intellection, so we don't
bro,
need to
I
go on this
promise you,
fucking path.
if you stop talking for
So
5
just like
minutes,
speak for a
niggas will
second.
not think that you're fucking like deaf or some shit, bro. Like if you, no one's gonna think you're
I'm
like
not
deaf
deaf. I'm
or
actually hearing every
retarded
single thing you're
if you
saying. I
go
just
quiet
think it's
for 5
redundant at
minutes,
this
bro.
point. But you can go ahead. Give a
Redundant.
response.
You're the one who's like forcing me onto this topic that doesn't have anything to do
I'm
with
not
ethics
forcing you
or
onto
veganism.
anything. I'm just saying to you that if you're going to bring up a
Okay,
parliament
hold on.
debate and then you're
All
going
right,
to
let me
hinder
give
the
my
person
defense
from
then. All right,
responding,
let me give my
that just seems like it's
Apollo. Let me give my
off.
defense then. Let me give my defense.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so the reason I said that when you like talk about like veganism in terms of legality, when people debate that, it's presupposing that pro-veganism is like morally superior, right? That was like more of a general claim, right? I'm not saying to have that conversation you have to presuppose that pro-veganism is morally superior. I'm saying that generally when people do talk about like the legality, like enforcing veganism on a legal level, the reason that are sorry, both parties usually agree that veganism is morally superior, but one party has the belief that
Okay, so what
even
justifies this
bro,
general claim then?
you still aren't letting me finish. You still aren't letting me finish.
No, you just
I see that you have a really I see you really have a really bad problem with listening, bro. Listen and comprehend.
No, I'm just saying that what justifies this being a generality. That's all I'm asking you. Just a very simple question.
What justifies it being a generality?
Yeah, you're presupposing a generality by virtue if you say that generally speaking this is the case. I'm asking you why exactly is this the case, right?
Why,
so what
why was I speaking in generalities? Why was I speaking in generalities?
No, I wasn't asking you why you're speaking in generality. I'm asking you what exactly justifies the existence of generality as regards to this topic.
Generality. Okay. Hold on. What you're saying, that question just doesn't make sense. You want me to justify that generalities
exist? Elaborate since you don't understand my question. So you initially claimed that when you're saying presupposition, you're not talking about a situation in which in all possible cases you have to presuppose such. You're just saying that generally speaking, when people go into legality tangents or lines of thoughts or topics, whatever you want to call it, right? They generally presuppose that the veganism position is morally superior or superior from a moral standpoint. I'm asking you what justifies this generally being the case.
That's like just anecdotal, right? Because hold on, I'm the one that made that claim, and I was making that as like a knowledge claim from shit that I've seen before. I watched a lot of vegan gains debates. Destiny debated veganism a few times.
That seems unsubstantiated in my perspective. Just saying.
Yeah. All right. Unsubstantiated in your perspective. Okay. No. Well, do you think that anecdotal evidence is non-substantive?
No, I think in the case whereas if you're going to say that something is universally, generally true, right, and then you're going to base it off.
I didn't say that though. I did not say. Okay, hold on though.
Well,
I never said no.
Okay, this is not true from a universal
standpoint. Calm down, bud. Calm down. All right, you're already kind of straw manning. I never said that it's universally true, right? That fucking like generally like universally true that generally when people talk about like veganism legality that they suppose that pro-vegan is like morally superior. What I said was from my experience and from the debates that I've seen generally, right? That's why I called it anecdotal. You just said
a while ago.
Yes, exactly. And you
the issue with that is if you're going to make a knowledge claim, if you're going to make a knowledge claim, right? If you're going to make an epistemic claim, right? If you're going to say that, listen, hold on there a second. If you're going to say that, let's say Drake is a better rapper than Kanye West, right? And if you're going to make a knowledge claim, you're going to say that this is true, right? Simply basing this off your perspective would not be sufficient to justify this knowledge claim. You'd have to appeal to something which is non-doxastic in nature, something which can determine this thing being true from it objectively.
Okay, hold on.
So you have to. So your experience, I don't see how your experience makes it more.
The problem is what you're saying. Hold on. Right, you're still going off of this like claim that you made that I claimed that it's universally true, right? That when people talk about veganism legality, blah blah blah, right? I never said it was universally true. I never said that. What I said was,
I'm saying this is an implicit assumption by virtue of you categorizing this claim as a knowledge claim. You're not saying that this is just an opinion. You're saying this is a knowledge claim. So affirm this as knowledge, not just an
knowledge claim. Okay, all right, hold on. Every claim, every claim that I make is a knowledge claim.
Could I say something really important, please?
No, you can't. No, I'm going to respond to what you just said.
I think it's very important for this progression of this discourse.
You can say after. Okay, you can say after. I'm going to respond to what you
sure.
Right. So the reason. It's a knowledge claim that's perfectly fine. I don't really have to defend it as like truth or whatever, right? Is because I said, right, as a knowledge claim that from the debates that I have seen, generally speaking, such and such, right? That I don't have to defend it being universally true if I make the claim in such a way. So can you tell me why I have to justify it being universally true?
So Saucy, I'm just going to say this to you. So for the progression of this discourse, you'd also have to understand the discrepancy or the difference between knowledge claims and opinions. Knowledge claims are basically affirming something as a fact and justifiably a fact. An opinion is affirming something as true, but not necessarily based on facts, right? So if you're going to make a knowledge claim, you're going to say implicitly that this thing is more justifiably true and less justifiably false, right? Now, if you're going to posit such, right, and then you're going to base this off your personal experience, right, I don't see exactly how this is compelling me into believing that this position that you're upholding is more justifiably true than false, because it's just personal experience,
James,
which can then just be invalidated. I'm not finished speaking. I'm not finished speaking.
All you're doing is grandstanding. You're not bringing up anything new.
I'm not finished speaking. I'm not finished speaking. I'm not finished speaking. Not finished speaking. Not finished speaking. I did not interrupt you a while ago. I did not interrupt you a while ago. When you went into the explanation, I did not interrupt you. I did not interrupt you. I was not finished speaking.
Let me respond.
I was not finished speaking. I was not finished speaking. Shut the fuck up. I was not done.
Dude, you literally aren't.
Let me explain. Let me continue my explanation. Let me continue my explanation.
All you're doing is rambling.
Let me continue my explanation. Shut the fuck up. I can also say you're rambling.
Stop rambling in my fucking ear. Say something with substance.
I did not say that, didn't I? Because I have a thing called courtesy. I have a thing called politeness. I have a thing called respect. Shut the fuck up and let me finish my argument. So I was just gonna say to you, right? The thing is that if you're gonna say or affirm something as a knowledge claim, right, in contrast with just an opinion, right, and then you're gonna just base this on your personal subjective experience, right, which you consider as anecdotal in nature.
Okay, right? All right, Apollo, I'm not just going to respond. You're not bringing up anything new. You're just repeating yourself. You're just repeating. Apollo, you're just repeating yourself.
Knowledge claim, you'd have to appeal to something
Stop rambling. Let me respond. Stop.
That's what I'm affirming. Yeah, someone mute that person. Like, yeah, that's good. Like, that nigga was talking way too fucking much. Like, I gave him a chance to speak a while ago because he was like complaining about me interrupting him. Then he keeps on interrupting me the whole fucking time. Now, I was just gonna say to you, anecdotal evidence does not properly meet the criteria of an epistemic claim, because I can also present my anecdotal evidence which then invalidates that by saying that, generally speaking, I don't see that to be the case. Therefore, justifiably speaking, it is not the case. Now we'd reach at something like an impasse, whereas you can't progress onto this point under the assumption that your perspective or your position is knowledge, right? Because your position is not even more justifiably true to begin with. It does not meet the criteria of an epistemic claim. Right? Someone can unmute this person. I did not meet him to begin with, by the way.
Bro, y'all are actually weirdos. Dude, oh, wow. All right, so these niggas... Okay, look. So, to respond to what you just said, right? When you make a knowledge claim, right? A knowledge claim does not... the person making a knowledge claim, unless directly stated, does not mean that the claim is like necessarily true, right? If I make a knowledge claim, that does not mean hold on. All right. I specifically described the type of knowledge claim that I was making, right? And I said, okay, from the debates that I've seen, such and such, right? You cannot say that because I didn't justify that is unjustifiably the case. Or sorry, it's justifiably.
Are you like actually like spread or slow? Like,
shut the fuck up, dude. Like, actually, shut the fuck. You're fucking autistic.
Okay,
dude.
Sonny boy, go ahead.
So this nigga can talk over me and not get muted, but whenever I fucking talk for like a second, I gotta get muted.
Just go ahead and continue, Sonny.
Okay, all right. So you made the claim that because I did not justify my knowledge claim, it is justifiably not the case, right? That makes no sense, because I am not, again, I'm going to say this one more time, I am not saying that my claim is universally true. I'm saying it's true from my experience, right? And if you want to ask me for substantiation of that, you can, right? And I gave you my substantiation, but instead of using that substantiation to say that, well, by the way, the substantiation I'm talking about is like the debates that I've watched, the fucking debates I brought up, like Vegan Gains and all those motherfuckers, right? So you cannot say that I have no substantiation, therefore it's justifiably not the case. When I did bring substantiation, you simply ignored it, saying that I made the claim it's universally true. Do you understand?
You're so funny, bro. You're so hilarious, bro.
I know. Can you respond to what I'm saying now?
Oh, sure. This is actually a very easy rebuttal. So first, you said that you're not proving it to necessarily be the case. So for one, you don't have to prove something to necessarily be the case, or for something to be a tautology, for it to be considered as knowledge, right? You can prove things through a probabilistic means or probabilistic methodology, right? So you could have actually shown why.
Yeah, I'm not even doing that. I'm not even doing that.
Honest justification, despite the fact that my position actually has some degree of justification or whatever. And the thing about what I was saying, right, or my approach towards your argument is not me arguing that your position is justifiably not true, which would imply that
you said that directly. Don't lie to me, bitch. Don't lie to me, bitch. Don't lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me, bitch.
There's no way in which you can have any claim, or there's no way in which you can affirm the knowledge claim.
Don't fucking lie to me,
nigga. True, considering that your position doesn't have a preponderance of justification. Your position doesn't have more justification than the contrary position, so it would have to appeal or take a mental state of okay. Meaning that you couldn't affirm or deny anything on the matter because there's an insufficiency in data set. You fucking dumbass. That's different, right? Your position is not justifiably true, nor justifiably not true. There's no justification leading towards the proposition and the negation.
Okay, all you're doing is grandstanding. Okay, stop rambling and let me talk now. Okay.
Why are you assuming I'm rambling? This is relevant. What the fuck are you talking about?
Nigga, you say like
how is it rambling if it's relevant to the position? What are you talking about?
All right. So for something that, oh my god. Okay, anyways, all right. No, to respond to what you said, you just straight lied, right, in what you just said. You did say explicitly that what I'm saying is justifiably not the case because I did not bring substantiation.
Right? Yeah, but the context or the connotation you're inserting this in is you assume that I was saying that this
is justifiably false. You're doing it, Apollo. Apollo, learn to listen, okay? Put on our thinking caps. All right. Now, if you make the claim that my position is justifiably not the case because I didn't bring substantiation, and one, I'm not claiming it to be universally true, and that's the only. Yes, I'm a fucking vegan whistle. Okay, I'm a vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. Well, in argumentative ways, I don't actually I still eat meat, right? But anyways, so what's it called? I forgot what I was saying. Right. So if you claim that my position is justifiably not the case because I didn't bring substantiation for it being universally true, right? That has two problems. One, I did bring substantiation, and two, I did not claim it to be universally true. So your position has no bearings in this debate whatsoever. You're arguing against a complete
Saucy, I don't think you understand, but when someone says something is unjustified, they're not saying there's zero degree of justification.
You didn't say you said it was justifiably not
there's always some degree of justification when an opinion is being affirmed, right?
But that's not what you said.
The justification being existent does not actually prove it to be justifiable, right? What matters is the degree of justification.
But that's not what you said, Apollo.
Compels me, along with the audience, to believe your position
Apollo, you're changing your argument.
True, more objectively true. I just think you're misinterpreting the word or the use of the word justifiability or unjustifiable.
No, you specifically said it is justifiably not the case. That's what you said.
Yes, and I think the connotation in which you use the same phrase is different from the connotation in which I was invoking such.
Okay. Do you understand the implication of saying justifiably?
Yes, I'm saying that I think the connotation. I think there's a discrepancy in the connotation when we both use the same phrase. So I'm trying to clarify my position.
I don't care. What is justifiably not the case?
The connotation behind what we're saying is pretty much not caring about the intentionality.
What does justifiably not the case mean to you?
Which should just be sophistry at this point.
What does justifiably not the case mean, bro? Tell me. What does it mean?
Something justifiably not the case means that it lacks enough justification to make it more true or it lacks justification.
Okay, all right, I understand. All right, bro, you're trying to weasel your way. You understand that's not defensible. Okay, all right. So we can move more. We can move more into the fucking argument then. All right. So, what refutation did you give to my substantiation of my anecdotal evidence for my knowledge?
The refutation was simply that my anecdotal evidence is not corresponding with yours, so there's an impasse. Very simple.
Huh? Oh, okay. But all right, the reason that doesn't matter, right, is because my claim was from my personal experience. So that's simply not an antithesis.
Yeah, and I'm saying that your personal experience does not meet the criteria for knowledge.
Apollo, let me ask you a question then. Let me ask you a question. If you make a claim that from your personal experience that you are a fucking beta male baby back bitch, all right, no. If you make that claim, right, and I say, well, from my personal experience,
does not matter because it seems that you verbatim said this initially, which is not the case.
Okay, no. All right. The reason this hypothetical does matter is because what you're saying doesn't make any fucking hold on. What you're saying doesn't make sense. What? No, nigga. My claim this entire time has been that from my personal experience, when people talk about veganism legal, that is the claim that I made. That is literally the claim that I made. I literally called it anecdotal. I called it anecdotal
moral superiority on veganism if you're going to go on a legality
and then
tangent.
Okay, hold on.
That's not you verbatim claiming from your personal experience. You just said it afterwards and just
all right. Apollo. All right. Let's put on our thinking caps again. Okay, right. When I made the claim that when people, I said specifically, when people talk about like veganism legality, right, they presuppose such and such, right? And then you ask me what's my justification for this, and I was like, oh, that's just from personal experience. That's like my usual. Right, hold on. Right, and Apollo, right? What you're saying does not matter to me, right? Because you can't fucking hold on. You can't. What's it called?
You're so funny, bro. I'm gonna catch you so bad, bro. Continue, bro. Continue with this trash argument. Go ahead.
Just be quiet, dude. I know it's hard for you, but just try.
Sure,
just try,
this is gonna
please.
Be funny. Go ahead.
Please, just try. Okay, thank you. So, right, you cannot make it a claim that my substantiation is either right or wrong because my substantiation is anecdotal. Instead, what you said to debunk my claim was that your own personal fucking experience
that's
says
not a debunk,
otherwise.
Actually.
Hold on. All right, sorry, your refutation then. Right? Was that your
that's
personal?
That's a refutation either. That's a skepticism.
Okay,
really.
Okay, all right, Apollo, you can shut the fuck up now. You can actually just be quiet.
No, whatever,
right,
sure,
anyways,
go ahead.
Your refutation, right, was simply that your personal experience says otherwise. Therefore, you can you can dismiss my claim upon that anecdotal evidence, right? But I never claimed that my that the fucking presupposition or whatever, right, happens universally. I never claimed that was universally the case, right? What I did claim was from what I've seen or whatever, right, that it is the case. So you cannot say from your anecdotal evidence that what I have seen is different from what I'm claiming it to be. Do you understand?
Well, this is irrelevant for so many reasons.
That is not irrelevant.
I've already drawn like a line of discrepancy between like knowledge claims and like opinionated claims. Knowledge claims requires you to be saying that something is universally most justifiably true, and opinionated claims would be that you're saying that from your personal experience this thing is true, right? So consider this debate, for example. I take a non-vegan stance, you take a pro-vegan stance, right? If I'm taking an anti-vegan stance, I'm inherently affirm the knowledge claim that veganism is not morally superior, right? If I just simply base this off my personal experience, despite whatever justification, whatever refutation you give in response or retaliation towards my arguments, that would not be sufficient justification to actually fulfill or meet the criteria.
Hold on.
I would have to be assuming when I'm making the knowledge claim that anti-veganism is true. Personal experience is not options in any way or regards whatsoever. Do you get it now?
I said hold up like 4 times. Hold on, I'm doing something.
Okay, bro.
I
don't know why this dude likes to make some knowledge claim and then just say it's based on my personal experience.
All right, there. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying to you that you're pretty much like fallaciously lowering the criteria that you should value when you're making such claim, or you're lowering the responsibility of your claim itself. So I'm saying to you that when you're making a knowledge claim, you'd have to be universally affirm that this claim is more justifiable than any other claim or the negation towards that claim. So to clarify for everyone in the VC, if it's complicated, I'm just saying, for example, if I was to say that veganism is not morally superior, I'm saying that I know this thing to be the case. If I'm just going to base this off my personal experience or just opinions, right, that would not be sufficient to prove that this is not okay. Because going based off that logic would just never have any dialectical progression. Because
define
our doxastic system.
Wait, I think we have different definitions of a knowledge claim. Right, because I feel like a knowledge claim can be opinionated. Because a knowledge claim is simply it can simply be a knowledge claim that I believe to be true, right? And if I believe it to be true because of my own personal experience, you're still not like able to dismiss it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Let's define knowledge claim. No, I don't care. Get a knowledge claim. Define knowledge claim.
Knowledge is not only based off belief.
Define knowledge claim, Apollo. Define knowledge.
Knowledge claim is just claim affirming that something is known to be the case, and knowledge in epistemology is described, generally speaking, in Western philosophy as justified true belief. So it's not only based off the criteria of belief, but it's also based off the justifiability of such belief and whether this belief corresponds.
That is not what Apollo. That is not what a knowledge claim is, right? A knowledge claim.
I just told you what a knowledge claim is not based off epistemology or how they would describe it.
Okay. No. Listen.
At this point, and just arbitrary.
Well, you haven't substantiated your definition either. So, but let me stop real quick, okay? A knowledge claim does not have to be like fucking, I don't know, objective or anything, or it doesn't have to be like a fucking certainty. Right? Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish, dude. Let me finish. Okay. All right, cool. Let me finish now. Right. So when I made said knowledge claim, right, that was a claim from personal experience, right? And you are still trying to like.
Oh my god, you're so dumb. This is actually astounding, but continue, bro. Never mind.
Okay, all right. Let me define knowledge claim. Let me get a like definition.
Knowledge claim is pretty self-explanatory. It's just a claim of knowledge. That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay, right. A claim.
It says we can just investigate into the semantical foundation of what knowledge is. We just go ahead and do that. Just search epistemology.
Hold on. Do you agree? No, Apollo. Do you agree? Right. That if I grow up, let's say I grew up in a society where they teach me that like black people are lesser than white people, right? That's
I think this is the semantics of knowledge.
Okay, what? How is I think the
only thing that you need to actually
you don't even know. Bro, you haven't even let me finish. You literally haven't even let me finish.
Yeah, I'm saying that analogy is redundant because there's an easier approach towards this.
Okay, redundant because there's an easier approach. Are you aware that this doesn't make sense? Okay,
yeah, it's an easier approach and there's better dialectical progression on
this reason. That doesn't mean it's redundant. Okay, that's not what redundant means, my dude.
Well, I think under my context or under my perspective of redundancy.
Okay, all right. Well, your perspective or your definition. Okay, hold on. Option. Your definition of redundant is not in line with
my
actual...
definition. That's my criteria, actually.
Your criteria. Okay, your criteria for being redundant. Okay,
that's my criteria.
All right, your criteria. Hold on. All right, Apollo. Okay, your criteria for something being redundant is not in line with the actual definition of redundant, right? So I don't care.
Right?
So my argument is not redundant by official. Okay, hold on. I don't care.
When it comes to irrelevancy, actually.
All right, so you're
something is irrelevant. Hold on there a second.
You're saying my analogy is irrelevant.
Someone can think something is irrelevant if it doesn't actually, or if it's not about dick. Someone can think something is irrelevant if it's not sex related.
Okay,
there's like
I'm not saying that's not the case. I'm not Apollo. I'm not saying
yes. There's no criteria being specified in the definition of irrelevancy or redundancy. It just says that anything which is not pertinent.
But you can obviously infer criteria. What are you talking about? You can obviously, if I see the definition, hold on. If I see the definition,
because it does not serve as much dialectical utility as the other option that I provided.
Right. If you make a claim, right, and then you like back that shit up by saying that your criteria for a specific word, right, that has an official definition, right, your criteria is different from the official definition. Why should I
never said it was different. I'm saying that the criteria is not specified. There's no specific criteria except the fact that for something to be relevant, it has to serve zero relevance to a particular point.
All right, Apollo, I'm claiming it's different, okay? Your criteria is different from the official definition. Because your criteria
specified the definition other than something not being relevant for something to be relevant.
Okay, all right. God, you love talking. Okay, so... If the fucking official, hold on. If the official definition, hold on. Do you agree that? All right. So since you agree that the criteria for the official definition would be something bearing no relevance, that would be something redundant, right? That's a criteria.
Yes, I'm saying it's redundant.
Hold on. But hold on. All right, sure. No, all right. A simple yes is fine. Okay. Now the problem with what you're saying is you are saying that my analogy is redundant because there is an easier way to go about it, right? Are you aware that does not meet the criteria? Hold on, bro. Let me finish. All right. Oh, so now you're changing it. Okay. I see. All right. You know,
it's a little change actually. It has to be assumed that there's a distinction in intentionality when I made the claim, so you have to prove that claim.
Holy dude, you're just
you see, you can't prove the claim, so just drop that point. Yeah, drop the point. That was dumb. I don't know why you did that. Yeah, drop the point.
Okay, all right.
Doesn't have to specify every single thing they're saying while making the claim. If I'm saying this redundant, I don't have to specify what exact perspective I'm talking about.
Dude. Okay, right.
I think self-explanatory considering the fact that I inserted the criteria of progression in while I said the claim.
All right. Thank you. Now, the problem with what you're saying is, right, now you're like basically changing what you were saying before, right? You told me that I would have to prove your intentionality. No, the fuck I don't. All I would have to do, right, is take what you said.
No, you're saying that I changed the claim, so you assume that there's some malicious nature within me changing such claim or me clarifying such.
Every time you open your mouth, you keep going. Okay? Let me talk now. Right. So, The problem with what you're saying is, right, is that it's simply not in line, right, with the actual official definition of redundant or irrelevant. It does not meet the criteria, right?
How is it not?
Do you want to debate?
I just told you.
Let me explain. Let me explain. Oh my god, dude, you just talk, bro. Shut up, nigga.
Yeah, I just paused a while ago. You said something and I responded. What's wrong with that?
Holy,
why are you so angry?
I'm not done. You don't let me finish arguing.
You're angry though, which is pretty concerning. Yes, I am angry
because I'm angry.
Yeah, why are you so angry over just a Discord debate, bro?
Because you're autistic. I don't like autistic idiots.
I'm not autistic if I'm obviously able to have a normal conversation with you right now.
Right? I'm ableist. I hate the niggas that are mentally.
Wait, how am I autistic though? I'm having a normal conversation with you. I'm able to understand what you're saying.
No, I don't see this as a normal conversation. Okay, so.
Oh wait, how is this not a normal conversation? What even defines a normal conversation?
Okay,
I mean, there's communication, right? I'm able to normally communicate with you.
Dude, you just want to talk about everything. Oh my god.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
What's wrong with it, bro?
All right. So back to the actual point, right? So what you claimed, the reason you claimed that my analogy was redundant does not meet the criteria for the actual definition of redundant or irrelevant or whatever. Do you want to go into that?
But I just told you why from this specific perspective it does, so this does not matter.
Okay. All right. No. Okay. You didn't. Because
it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant from the perspective, whereas we're trying to achieve the fastest progression.
Okay, that's why am I trying to achieve the fastest progression?
I never said you were trying to achieve such. I'm saying it's irrelevant from this perspective.
No, you just said that. Okay, so why am I of that perspective?
I just did not say that.
Then why, Apollo? Why am I of that perspective?
It's irrelevant when.
Okay, all right.
Yes, I'm saying when we
would have to be of that perspective, right?
It could just be from a general standpoint.
You're literally lying. Okay, sure.
How's this me lying? What are you talking about?
No, Apollo.
Yeah, we as a pronoun does not necessarily imply I'm talking about me and you. Could just be from a general standpoint where we're talking about debaters.
Oh my god. Okay, all right.
So nice assumption, I guess, buddy. Congrats.
No. Okay.
The claim.
Apollo, the problem with what you're saying is for it to matter, that would have to apply to me. Are you aware that okay? Because you're saying that my analogy is redundant or irrelevant. Because
yes, it's redundant, and I just specified the perspective I was talking about when I was talking about redundancy, so that's fine.
Okay, right. That was okay, but why am I of that perspective?
If I just specify the perspective and just giving you some clarification as to what I meant, right? And I just explained to you from scratch as to why this would be redundant if we're trying to achieve.
Okay, no, you didn't.
From the perspective
no, you did not.
We're trying to
achieve
let me explain
why.
Progression of this debate.
You didn't. All right, hold on.
And you'd have to pretty much drop the refutation that you're trying to present in response to what I just said a while ago in terms of the semantic.
What you're saying. Okay, hold on. What you're saying is just wrong. And the reason for that being, right, you did when you supposedly went from zero, built up, right, on why what I'm saying is untrue, right? You said two things that are just demonstrably wrong, right?
Okay, so go ahead and tell me the two things, buddy.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, right? You said that from your perspective, right? Since although you changed this, I know you said you, but you're lying. You're a lying bitch, right? You said that.
How am I lying, bitch? This is assuming I was making a false statement with the intention of deceiving such. Yeah, for you to say that someone is lying, you'd have to have epistemic access to their mental intent, or to your mental state, I should say, because lying by definition is a permanent false statement with the intent.
Hold up, though. I want the VC to know this. I said you were lying.
The VC doesn't add
hold on, no. I just want to point this out, right? I said you were lying, and this nigga said, right, to make the claim that I'm lying, right, you would have to have the epistemic. Bro, this dude is such a whoa. Oh my god, I love this dude, bro. Okay, anyways.
So you're gonna address that, or just drop the claim that I was lying?
I am gonna address it.
Okay, bro. So prove to me that I was lying, buddy.
Okay, that's not what I'm gonna address. I'm gonna address the actual point. That doesn't really matter whether you're lying.
Wait,
or not,
so you're gonna drop that point within the actual point? Okay, concession accepted.
Okay. Holy shit, this dude's personality is literally debate, bro. Okay. Right. So back to
that's not actually my personality.
You said that me fucking what's it called? You said that me.
You don't even remember your own point.
Claim,
God damn, you're so fucking stupid. You have dementia.
I had something in my throat. All right. So you said that me making the.
So you had a dick in your throat. That's what you're gonna tell me, bro? That's gay as fuck. What's going on, bro? Who the fuck is calling me in the fucking group chat? What the fuck is this?
Holy shit, bro. Yo, hold up. Let me weigh my options. Let me see if this is really worth my time. Hold up, bro.
Dude got a thing in his throat, bro. Holy shit. This nigga just dropped the sub point within his major point, bro. That's crazy. Could never be me, bro. But tell me when you got that thing out of your throat and then we can continue, okay, bro?
Ooh, I'm really questioning whether or not I want to continue this or not, bro. Because this is just.
I mean,
fun.
if you don't want to continue, I'll just take a concession anytime. That's fine. I just think
I
you're like
mean,
really stupid. You don't understand what knowledge claim is.
I don't mind losing via rejoinder. That's just not. I don't really care, to be honest.
I don't think it's only a matter of rejoinder. I just think it's a matter of discrepancy in skill level. I just think you're really bad, honestly speaking.
I think you're mentally. I think you don't even know baby, I think you're a baby back bitch that's autistic. I think you have like mental.
Well, I've already like actually. So I think you have
speech impediments, my nigga. I think your family doesn't love you, my nigga. I think I think you formulate your personality.
God damn, this dude got muted like shit. That was crazy. But someone stop muting him though. I want to hear this autist speak for a second.
Bro, y'all niggas actually some. Hello. Alright, wait, Jay did?
But someone stopped serving muting him though. But I can even like conclude the entire points that we've went on. This is gonna like make this is gonna like a greasy made the knowledge claim, which is a claim of knowledge. That's you have to presuppose X for this to happen, and then just attribute this claim to just personal experience, which is just insufficient for the criteria of a knowledge claim. Like, you're so dumb. Like, you're astoundingly retarded. I'm sorry.
What, dude? You literally no to weasel.
You don't understand. You don't understand the own terminology you're using in the fucking sentence. Like, you're so fucking sad, bro.
Oh, all right. He said sure. All right, I'm gonna catch you later.
Okay, bro. Concession accepted, bro. Someone can save the recording. I'll just save it myself.